So, a new board game arrived today, and I've got only one word to describe it. It is... Hey folks, Danny here from Board Game Sanctuary, your resident Meeple Master. Today we are going to be looking at a really fun Spiel des Jahres winning board game called Just One. Hey dude, do you have time to play a board game? Sure, I think I've only got time for just one board game though. Oh darn it.
Just One is a fully cooperative word guessing game where one player is the guesser and the other players are the clue givers. Using their given easel, each clue giver writes a one-word clue that leads the guessing player to the keyword that they are trying to guess, for example, barbecue. After each clue giver has written their clue, they are all revealed and any clues that are identical or similar in meaning are cancelled out and turned face down. After this, the guesser opens their eyes and tries to guess their keyword using the unique one-word clues that are remaining. Players will be playing across 13 rounds, not the just one round that the box falsely promises. After 13 rounds, players collectively compare their score to this funky chart in the back of the rulebook to see what status they've achieved.
Just One is a game about trying not to think exactly alike everybody else. The more unique your clues are and the more well linked they are to the keyword, the better chance the guesser has at guessing the word. Now, I played a round where the keyword was rock, and some people came up with things like mineral. Another person wrote Dwayne. So that referencing and cross-referencing of clues and the multiple meanings that words can potentially have really evokes for some really cool, unique, creative clue-giving opportunities. So what exactly makes this game so much fun? Well, first of all, it's all about the clue giving. You're thinking, if I write down the word crown for the word king, that person over there is probably thinking the same thing. So I might think of a left of field clue. So I might write something like ruler. And then you realize later on, other players might have chosen the word that you've chosen, and then your clues get cancelled out, making it really hard for the guesser to guess their word. The other thing that I've found that when you play this game is that if multiple clues cancel out, this is where the game truly shines. Trying to decipher what keyword you've got when you've only got one or two clues in front of you is super hard. I mean, if this was the clue that you had and king was the word you were trying to guess, ruler could mean something mathematical. It could also mean a representation of power. It could also mean the monarch. Seeing that person try to figure out what it could have been is super brilliant. So what exactly about Just One separates it from the other word games out there? First of all, Just One is super simple. You can teach the game in about a minute. It's got a very, very small table presence, meaning that it doesn't take up a lot of space, and you can play it down at your local pub, restaurant, or even park. So it is a really good game to engage multiple players all at the same time. I think this game really evokes the fun of Celebrity Heads and really evokes that nostalgia that I had when I used to play Celebrity Heads as a kid at family game nights. The fact that this game takes that really cool concept and pushes it in a slightly different direction makes it so approachable and accessible as well. The concept of Just One is a game that has really taken this idea of a singularity and run with it. The guesser is guessing one word. Each player is writing one clue that is different from everybody else. They're also writing with one particular color and on one easel. They're also trying to win collectively as one group. So if you're looking for your first word game, then this game could definitely be the one. So you might be thinking that with such a simplistic game, that this game might not be very replayable after a couple of games. Well, yes and no. Let me explain. First of all, the Just One word deck is massive. There are 5 words on each card, and this deck is super thick, meaning that you're probably not going to see the same words through multiple games. So this game is definitely replayable in terms of the sorts of words that you're going to come up with. And you know, there are lots of word generators out there, and players can also come up with their own words. There's some huge and really cool fun variants it can play with this game. Now, in terms of replayability on the negative side, I've found that with a group of people that you know really well, it tends to feel a little bit stale because everybody knows how each player thinks. So if you've got a group of people that you really connect with and you hive mind with, then this game probably might fall a little flat. because everybody knows what each other person is going to write based on how well they know each other, especially if you're a close group knit of friends. It's also important to note that this is a fully cooperative game, meaning that if you like a game where you're versing each other and you get the satisfaction of winning and beating your friends, then this game is probably not going to be for you, because this game is kind of like a wander through the park where you're sitting and having a picnic and you're having a laugh and you're helping the person over there and trying to go, I wonder what word they would write down. I'll try and not write that word down, and then you reveal and you go, oh, we were thinking on the same wavelength after all. I actually know you very well. It's a game where you get closer with your friends as you play this. If you can consider my final thoughts, if you are looking for a really great, fun, entry gateway word game that is going to engage the whole family, then Just One is probably the one board game that you'll definitely need. It is a really great board game collection starter. However, why stop at just one board game when you could also have these other amazing word games? Like Codenames, Better Jam, Rap Words, Decrypto, and one of my favorite weirdly themed games, Hive Mind. Thanks once again for joining me for another Board Game Sanctuary video. Please don't forget to check out my Patreon page, link in the description box below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. And if you have some really cool word game suggestions that you'd like to see on this channel, don't forget to write them in the comment section below. This is Danny signing out. Time to spell some words. Bye!